2020 was sucky. I'm sure everyone had those moments where they felt like this was the worst year ever, and I would agree. It felt like a lot of crappy stuff decided to pile up all at once. When March rolled around, I was super excited to have a long spring break. My family and I were going to the Keys, and it would be nice to finally get some vitamin D after a very uneventful winter. However, with the COVID situation getting worse, we decided to stay home for our own health. And that long spring break that we were so excited for turned out to be a 10-month hellhole. For most of the time, I wasn't complaining because I got to do what I love for the most because I got to do what I love. Video games and bike, which are both activities I can do by myself. Summer honestly wasn't too bad, and I was legitimately enjoying myself. That was until school started. It felt like a switch was flicked and everything hit the fan. In August, my $4,000 bike that was basically my baby was stolen out of my garage. In September, we lost a close friend of ours, and in October, 3 days after getting a new bike, I broke my pelvis. On top of all of this, I was having a hard time in school because of the hybrid schedule. I really did not like having to sit in class with my low attention span only once a week and then having everything combined on Wednesday. It felt like I was in a hole that I dug for myself, and it really sucked because I knew that I did this to myself. So I tried to focus and learn in many classes, but it didn't work out. However, I did feel like in English class, things were a bit different. I felt engaged, and I was actually learning material that felt important to me. Instead of reading a book, I was reading myself for a change. I learned to adapt and change my way of thinking, and while it was a little different than expected, I really surprised myself on how adaptive I could be. I eventually got into a routine, and for the first time in a long time, I felt like I was on top of my work. Feeling the growth really got me going, and I started to feel the drive to work in other classes too. And I started to be engaged and enjoyed the feeling of getting stuff done. However, now that the year is coming to an end, I can feel the senioritis kicking in. In my head, I said to myself, I already got accepted to college, why do I need to do school now? And sometimes these words get to me, and I end up looking at my phone in the Zoom calls or blowing off homework because it will take too long. Even when I was writing the script, it was 1 in the morning the day before it was due. But deep down, I have that drive for success in my life, and these aspirations are pushing me forward. And although I want to quit and come up with excuses, I have seen the benefits of what working hard will do for me, and I want to reap the rewards. I agree that 2020 was hard, and it may have even been the worst year of my life. But if 2021 is worse, I'll know that 2020 isn't the worst year of my life, because I know I have learned some very valuable traits this year that make up for it.